Did you know that 60% of people unknowingly sabotage their finances with common budgeting mistakes? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, we budget because we know it's supposed to save us money, right? But what if I told you that for most people, budgeting mistakes are what's actually keeping them broke? Today, we're going to break down 5 of the most surprising budgeting mistakes that could be wrecking your finances without you even realizing it. And I'm going to give you practical fixes for each one. So, let's get right into it. First up, the first mistake. Mistake numero uno. Mistake number 1 is the perfect budget trap. This is when you spend hours preparing a budget that accounts for every single penny, and then real life happens. An unexpected bill or a birthday gift you forgot about, and suddenly that perfect budget is shattered. Did you know that over 50% of budgets fail because they're too strict?
What?
So, how can you fix this? Well, may sound too simple, but make your budget flexible. Instead of trying to account for every penny, give yourself a miscellaneous or oops category, which is usually 10% of your income, as it will let you cover unexpected costs without derailing everything else. So next up, mistake number 2. Let's talk about those small everyday purchases. And you know what I'm talking about. The quick coffee runs, those random app subscriptions that you have forgotten to cancel, or even just grabbing takeout on a busy day. For most persons, the average spend on these small purchases is around $200 a month. And this adds up to, let's hear it, $2,400 a year. So how can you fix this? Well, you can start by tracking these expenses separately. You can use apps like Mint or Good Budget, which will let you categorize these smaller expenses so you can see how they're going to add up and you can adjust. You might even decide to set up a small purchases budget to keep it in check. Now, the next one on our list, mistake number 3, is actually a surprising one, and it's where you're not budgeting for fun. In fact, not putting aside something for fun can actually set you back financially, because when you don't allow room for entertainment, it often leads to overspending. Because, let's face it, at the end of the day, no one wants to feel deprived forever. Actually, studies show that people who have a small budget for fun are actually more likely to stick to their overall financial goals. So, what are you going to do to fix this? You can actually set aside a small budget for fun, even if it's just $20 per week. You'll feel less restricted, and that reduces the chance of going overboard with a big splurge later. Now, here's where things get a little technical. We're looking at mistake number 4. Have you ever heard of a sinking fund? Most people actually don't realize that a sinking fund can be a lifesaver for those big one-time expenses. For example, we're thinking about your holiday shopping or annual insurance or even car repairs. So what this is essentially is a small amount that you set aside each month for a big expense rather than scrambling to cover it when it hits. So to fix this, you need to identify one or two big expenses that are coming up in the next 6 to 12 months. So you start setting aside a little each month, so by the time it's due, you have the money ready and your budget will stay on track. Now, we are looking at the last and the fifth, number 5 on our list, mistake. And it is actually one of the biggest mistakes: failing to review and adjust your budget. Come on. Life changes constantly. One month you're spending less, the next month you're paying for school supplies or getting hit with a higher utility bill. So what most financial experts recommend is reviewing your budget at least once a month. So this way you can spot trends and catch any overspending and just adjust your budget as needed. So make this a habit every month. Just set aside 15 to 20 minutes to review your budget. Look at what's working. Look at what's not working. It's like a monthly checkup for your money. Hey, budgeting isn't just about saving every dollar. It's about setting realistic goals and creating a plan that works for you, not something that works against you. By avoiding these mistakes, you're setting yourself up for real financial progress. So tell me, which of these mistakes surprised you the most? Just drop a comment below, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's break this cycle and start getting our budget on track. Hey, until the next video, happy budgeting for happy traveling, and until the next time, bye.